So what is the situation for project management companies? Companies that execute projects. A company typically they are in a multi-project environment. There are multiple projects which are going on in parallel, and maybe okay, resources are required to be shared across the project. And the typical situation in any okay project environment is that projects are usually late, they're over budget, and they don't deliver what was originally promised. In many cases, if they are able to deliver early, the advantage of the customer would be really significant, could be. And even for the project company also, if they are able to deliver early, but they are not able to. And this is a trend norm in the industry. Many times, projects are won on the basis of lowest price. So people say my company is great, we are doing great things, but we are losing on pricing front. So what do we do? Let's see. So what are the industry practices? Projects are always delivered on due date, not on the first promise date, not on the second promise date, not on the third promise date, but on the fourth promise date. This is what Dr. Goldratt once said jokingly on the lighter side. You know, industry practice is that companies they are very methodical. It's not that they do the project in the air. They follow they follow the method which has been in practice with Novo in June for many years. That is called critical path method. So they use that to manage their projects, and for them finishing every task on time is considered to be essential for completing the entire project on time. For them, it sounds very logical that if all tasks are done on time, the whole project will be done on time. Very simple, very obvious. And the practice is that you are expected to start the project as soon as they are won. And many times it happens without completing the full kit. Now, why this happens? Okay, let me share my own experience. I was working with a software company, software export company. A customer used to take a lot of time in deciding what he wants. Then the bidding used to happen. For that, lot of time is spent. But the moment bidding has happened, and if I have won the bid, same day evening the customer wants to meet the team members. No? Should I keep them ready and keep them idle? But that is how the industry expects you, because the belief is that earlier you start, earlier you finish. Now, all these beliefs are wrong, they're myths, and TOC challenges them, but for the rest of the world, it's really not known. What are the pain points for the customers? Let us see, because the way we execute projects, there are many surprises during the project execution. They just find that till the last review everything was going fine, and within a week's time we are saying that this path over there they have laid, and that path is likely to get laid and all that. The standard due date performance is notoriously poor, notoriously bad. This really pains the customer, because he just can't predict when his project will be completed and he starts making money out of it. The late delivery of the overall project has major consequences for the client, because it erodes his profit. He see the project is delivered on time. From that day onwards, he can start making money. But because it gets delivered and when it gets delivered is not known, so it's a problem. More often than not, the budget or scope is compromised. So either customer has to pay more because we are smart people, we give reasons, this has gone up, that has gone up, etc. Or we say that, in order to manage the date, of course, we are not delivering by the promise date, but if we have to do all these things, it could take even some more time. So why not keep aside this requirement or cut this like this and all that? So, of the so the real pain for the customer is he doesn't get his projects done on time. He has to pay more than what he had promised earlier. He doesn't get what he really wanted. The quality is also you sometimes question, and customer satisfaction goes for a toss. So these are the pains that the customers have. What do they want? They want time within budget, within scope, and they will be happy if there's a vendor who can promise all this. So, what could be the decisive competitive edge for this kind of customers, for the customers who want us to do projects for them? See, there can be two types or two competitive gains, two competitive edges. One will give us a base growth for ourselves, that is reliability competitive edge. When the due dates of the suppliers are notoriously bad and late delivery has major consequences for the client, reliability is client's significant need. So if we are reliable, then it gives a competitive edge because the due date performance. The reliability means we promise a date and we keep it. And we know in our industry the due date performance is notoriously poor. A decisive competitive edge is gained by the market knowing that the company promises are remarkably reliable. Here again, the communicating that you have done some internal improvements and you are able to deliver it on time. You may be able to do it, but you need to beat your own drums, and that is what marketing is all about, perhaps. But so you build that competitive edge, decisive competitive edge, and then you sell it by making it known to them that this is possible and we are the one who do it. So this is the base growth. Now, if we are able to do that, we'll go to a certain level definitely. What is enhanced growth? Enhanced growth is early delivery competitive edge. What if you are able to deliver the project early? What will happen? When the one that has the pressing need is aware of the one that is able to fulfill it, a sale is likely to occur. Now, supposing you are constructing a factory, if you are able to deliver the entire factory 2 months in advance, what is the impact? Impact is that it is possible for the owner to start producing and selling 2 months in advance. So you are gifting him 2 months of sale. So if you are able to do that, don't you think he will want to come to you and ask you, come on, come and do this project? So for that, prudent efforts in market intelligence, sales, and operational capabilities are made to gradually shift the main business to categories where early completion is of a high value to the project owner. Now, this is a difficult thing because not every time, every project, every customer wants early delivery. Supposing you are a subcontractor, you are doing a small portion of a major project, there could be a program running and something has been awarded to you. So if you deliver them early, it may not help them. Or maybe that delivery or receiving your delivery is dependent on something else. Somebody else is creating. So say you're building a machine for a company, huge machine. So for that, somebody else is building the factory and he has to create the base, the electrical fittings and all that. So unless that is ready, the company will not want you to deliver. So early delivery is not that they want. But what they say that whatever date that you promise, you please okay deliver. And they also say that we might shift the date either forward or backward, depending upon how our other projects are going. If you are able to do that, so it is not early delivery, but giving that flexibility. If you are able to do that, the sale is likely to occur. So when one that has the pressing need is aware of the one that is you, that is able to fulfill it, you be sure that sales will definitely happen. And you have to make prudent efforts for that because you can't rely on word of mouth publicity. Now, what operational requirements are required by the supplier before he can even launch the mafia offer? He needs, in simple sentence, one sentence, implement critical chain project management, and your DDP will be almost 100%. Almost 100%. Nobody can actually guarantee, though it can happen. Now, most compromises on content or budget stem from the pressure to meet the promised due date, right? So we need this project on time. So okay, I just spend more money or cut on some requirements and deliver it. CCPM brings most multi-product environment to high due date performance without compromising content or budget. What more customers want? They said what they want, deliver on time, do it within budget, and deliver the full scope. And not only that, once you are matured in using CCPM, a mature implementation can cut project lead time to be as short as 50% of the regular lead time. You can imagine what could happen. So the operational improvement, you may not have CCPM. You are using the CPM, and there are old ways of managing the project. Now this is a paradigm shift that you need to do. You have to really do away with that, implement this. Not easy. So it could take more time than you're finding out, doing some market research, what customers want and how your competitors are doing. But once you do that, and if you are able to capitalize on it, meaning you should be able to sell it. Now, this one aspect of selling is, unfortunately, I'm not discussing it today. We are saying that we are just focused on creating the mafia offer. Selling is your mafia offer is a different ballgame. I think okay, we have Pravinji who has that real practical experience, and I'm sure there are many more people who have that experience in this group. That selling is really it's a big challenge, and you need to do a lot of homework. We have to do practice. You have to try out, come back again, try out, do mock sessions and whatnot. And again, every client could be somewhat different. It could be slightly different. How can you tune it? So all those things are required. So that itself is a full-fledged training, and yeah, it's a process to follow. So mafia offer is that everyone quotes an aggressive project lead time. Aggressive. Everybody says yes. Whatever the client says, we say yes. In an attempt to gain the business, but rarely does anyone actually complete it on due date. These delays have a significant cost to the customer and delay in their income. So, the mafia offer will include a guarantee, significant penalty for delay. That is, say 5% of the total project fees for each day we deliver late. And also we allow you some flexibility in making final project specs changes. See, people who are pretty hard on requirement. We have signed this document, we'll exactly do as per that. No changes. But we want to afford that flexibility to some extent, depending upon the situation in the project. It's not only that. We'll make every attempt to deliver our project ahead of schedule, allowing you to generate income sooner if possible. And if this is achieved, the customer will pay us some bonus, as we are willing to pay penalty, 5% of the total project fees for each day we deliver late. We also want 5% bonus for delivering every week okay, in advance. So what is achieved in this? A decisive competitive edge is gained by the market, knowing that the company's promises are remarkably reliable when all other parameters remain the same. See, the promises are remarkably reliable. That is the impression that you want to leave on your customer. In multi-project arena, remarkable, reliable means about 95%. We had to accept this hard fact. Don't go out and promise 100%. But it's 90 over, well over 95%. It could be 98, 99, 99.5, 99.99. But don't promise 100%. Don't do that. Let the customers be ready to take that small risk. But while in cases of late delivery, the delay is much smaller than the prevailing delays in the industry. And as a second phase, on a considerable portion of the projects, bonuses for early delivery are given. A mature implementation can cut the project lead times to be as short as 50% of regular lead times. So there's a win-win for both. Customers get the project on time, within budget, with full scope, and there's a good possibility of getting it early if it matters to them. If the project is late, there is a significant penalty, not a minor penalty, significant penalty. So the seriousness of the vendor is assured by that way. When people make promises, but do they keep that? We are saying if you are not able to keep the promises, this is the kind of penalty that we are willing to pay. And in the same breath, we say if we deliver early, we'll try and deliver it early for you because it is important for you. If it is important for you, in that case, you pay us bonus. So this is what we achieve as a win-win for both of us.